Hey, how's it going, guys? It's TheLlamaSir here, and welcome back to another Rocket League video. And in this one, guys, we're going to be doing something pretty fun and talking about a possible update that could be coming to Rocket League in the near future, and is honestly an idea that has been going around a ton, so I really think there's a good chance of it coming. And what I am talking about is a community crate. So yes, guys, I'm talking about community mystery decals, community exotics, community goal explosions, and today we're going to be going through a bunch of designs that people have already made. So today we'll be going through mystery decals and custom goal explosions, and then maybe in a separate video we can do like exotics, boosts, import cars, stuff like that. But for these, they are honestly insane. So if you support this idea, if you support people getting their concepts into the game, and also it could work like any of you could submit a concept, and if it's a cool enough idea, Psyonix could even take the work of adapting like a drawing you made into an exotic, into a mystery decal, and then it could even become something like CSGO where the creators of these designs would get part of the money made on the keys that are spent on them. So as with games like CSGO and I believe League of Legends, it's been an awesome system, and I could definitely see it coming to Rocket League and just benefiting everyone. So yeah, guys, if you support this video, be sure to leave a like to show Psyonix that you want this in the game. And without further ado, let's jump into it with some concept mystery decals. Alright guys, so let's start off this video with one that is insane. Like, I really want this to be in the game. It is so freaking crazy, and honestly just looks clean. It's super nice, and that is the Lightning Black Market decal concept created by the Cyanide X. So as you can see here, it is clearly a lightning decal, and I mean, do I even have to explain it? It looks amazing. It's got that lightning moving all the way across it, back and forth, and then behind it, it has some extra specks floating around to just give it a little bit extra. But just taking a look at this is something somebody just designed for fun, but it really looks like a decal that could be in this game and could be created by Psyonix and would just fit in perfectly. And now that I'm looking at it a little closer, the animation itself might be designed by somebody else. It kind of looks like it has a watermark on the side, so I'm not really sure about that, but either way it looks sick. And if you want to see it in other colors here, we can just do some simple editing, replace some of the colors, and right here is the red version, which looks insane. Like, that looks so good. I would definitely put that on my car, especially with Crimson Voltaics and Crimson Lightning Boost. That would be pretty nice. You cannot deny that. And then on top of that, how about a green, which looks so nice. It's kind of like a radioactive lightning design, which I would honestly use any of these. And then of course you have maybe orange, which looks a little bit more burnt sienna, but definitely looks really cool. And then how about, just for fun, a black and white one, which still, I wish we could have like official black and white colors, because things like this look so nice. But yeah, overall this one looks so good, and I honestly wish this could be in the game. But moving on here to a design that this guy put a ton of work into. Like, I want to showcase this one just because I really want this guy to get recognized for what he's done, and have Psyonix put this into the game, because it's so impressive that somebody from the community could create this, and I want to see Psyonix do something for that. So this guy goes by the name of Hockey on YouTube, and I will link his channel down below in the description, but he created a mystery decal called Airy. Now first of all, before we take a look at this on the car, you can see a preview picture of this because he's been working on it for like a few months off and on, and this was his first design, just creating an animation of like feathers on the car, which honestly looks professional. It looks so good, and you can even see like different colors here, such as like lime and sky blue, which looks really nice. That would be a color I could use with like lime zombas, and then maybe for the red side an orange and white, kind of that creamsicle design, if you know what I mean. But definitely looks really good, and that's not even the best part. He went to the work of like imposing it on the side of an Octane, and as you can see, when it drives forward, it has like this dynamic effect that appears as you go faster. The feathers rustle more, like they're interacting with the wind around the car. Like, that is just so creative. This is the type of thing we could see from a community crate. People just coming up with insane ideas that Psyonix wouldn't even be able to come close to. Like, Psyonix comes up with insane ideas, but there's only so many art designers that can come up with so many ideas. So by including the community, you get just crazy ideas like this that look awesome and come up with ideas like dynamic effects that haven't even been seen before. But moving on to the final design for mystery decals, and then we'll move into some other items. This one isn't so much a design, but more of just like something that would look pretty sick. And credit to Big Slick 99 for this one. But he took a video of a bonfire he was having, and just looking at the fire burning what I believe to be like a newspaper or some cardboard, this ember effect would look sick on a car. Like, first of all, you you'd have those brighter portions towards the bottom, which kind of like burn the sides of the car or something. And then on the top, you have that like smoky reflection of the fire, whatever, kind of moving around more mysteriously in it, if you know what I mean. It's like barely visible, but it just looks sick below it. Kind of like how Heatwave has that effect where it kind of fades from one color to the next. But this is just like taking Heatwave and making it like twice as good. Now, along with this, we can also add some effects to it to replace some of the colors, see what some other ones might look like. So here we have like a sky blue version, which it kind of messes around with the flames. It's kind of messing up with those, but that's not what we're looking at. We're instead looking at the bottom. And again, you can see that mysterious like heat moving below it. And then at the bottom, you have those edges just burning in that super bright sky blue. And then how about we try a green here, which is also like a radioactive type color, similar to the lightning decal we just kind of looked over. But that as well looks crazy because it does create like a different effect, just changing the color from like red to sky blue to this greenish lime. It almost makes like an entirely new decal. Now then finally do like a hot pink, which looks really weird, but you know, it does look actually pretty nice considering this is just a random video of somebody's bonfire. But either way, it's a sick idea, and this video is all about crazy ideas that could be included in the game and would just fit in perfectly. But enough time talking about mystery decals, let's get into some goal explosions. And first of all, we'll go through 10 of them that this one guy created, and then at the end we'll go through one that I think would be a really cool fit. But first of all, the guy that created these goal explosions is extremely talented, and you might have already seen this video, but even if you have, again seeing these, they are incredibly impressive. So this guy goes by the name of Bitplex, and he created 10 custom goal explosions. So you have to check out this guy's channel. His link will again be in the description. But first of all, you have one which is called Nebula, which is like this black hole type of design, which is way better than the ones that Psyonix have created. Like, I hate to kind of say that, but even this first one here is just incredibly impressive, and I wish I could see this in the game. Now then, for the second one, you have Phantom, which reaches out these green ghostly hands to kind of take over the players. And that would be cool as well if it could like grab a car before it explodes and like pull it into the explosion. Stuff like that is where you could go absolutely crazy with these. But then for the next one, the Dynamite is a pretty simple one, but it's just super clean. It's, you know, an explosion. It sends rocks flying, sends some fire along with it as well. Just a very clean and nice one that I could definitely get behind. Then for the Wormhole, which is kind of like the Nebula, but more of a black hole as we were talking about. And with this one, I could see like cars getting pulled into the explosion, which we gotta talk more about, like specialized effects for goal explosions. But that itself, even the distortion of the camera looks sick. And then moving on to the green one, the Kryptonite, kind of similar to the Nebula, but a lot brighter and has like shards of glass flying out of it. And then moving on to a crazy one, the Kraken, which has tentacles coming out of the grass, has like water shooting around, and then those tentacles just flying around like crazy. That is definitely a very creative one. And then perfectly fitting with that, the next one called the Cannon Blast, the pirate one that could fit in a pirate themed crate, has the black flag along with kind of like a cannon explosion with some wood shards of like a ship blowing up. Very nice, very nice. And then the like data type one by the name of Binary, which has a pretty interesting like matrix type effect that distorts the screen in a very nice way. Then moving on to Bitplex, which is like the pixel fire of a goal explosion. And this is probably my favorite. This one is like, it takes an idea that Psyonix has already kind of included and makes something super, super unique out of it. Like, it looks like an old 8-bit explosion that you'd see at an arcade brought into the game, and it's just a very cool and very unique design. And speaking of unique designs, with the final one here, the Venom, with the snake heads coming out of it with a red explosion. Definitely creative and just insane all around. So again, huge credit to Bitplex for coming up with these. I don't know how he did it, but I sure hope he does more of these in the future, and I really hope Psyonix takes note of this and sees that the community can come up with insane designs that are honestly overcoming some of their current designs that are already in the game. But anyways, other than this guy, there hasn't been any real good concepts for possible gold explosions that could be added in, and I think there's a lot of room for creativity. These aren't just like mystery decals that you smack onto a car. They're 3D effects, and there's a lot of different things you could do. So the idea that I had, and I want to hear your guys' idea ideas as well below in the comments. But the one that I came up with and I think would be really sick is to have like a nuclear explosion when you score a goal. Like everybody knows and recognizes a mushroom cloud when they see one, so why not have a mushroom cloud go off when you score, and then it could like send the ball and the players flying with even more force than a regular explosion, because it is a nuclear explosion. It should send players flying or maybe even evaporate them. That might be a little too much to ask, but I think it would be a perfect fit. And then on top of that, you could cover the entire map for the duration of the explosion in like an orange dust, kind of similar to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's nuke. That would change the whole look of the map. I think that would look really sick and fit in with a goal explosion like this. And it would just be something that's more creative than the current ones we have. Like fireworks is really cool, Hellfire is pretty cool, but overall they're pretty simple and there's a lot more you could do with them. And proving that they're already kind of going down in price quite a bit, I definitely think there's a lot of room to improve. So that is my idea for an explosion that would look amazing. But again, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Leave your comments down below. And also, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more unique Rocket League videos, as well as check out some of my previous ones here, such as 3 great replacements for the Alpha Gold Rush boost, and then on the right, an insane top 15 community goals. But other than that, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm TheLlamaSir, and I will see you guys next time.